I see a pan of mac and cheese. And I know I'm not supposed to eat it, but the pan looks at me and I look at the pan and the pan be like, hey, and I be like, hey. Welcome to the speed build creation of Cinnamon No Spice, a modern brown monochrome home. We are back again with another entry in my monochrome home speed build series here in The Sims 4, and because it is fall and it is Thanksgiving time, my favorite time of year next to Halloween and my birthday, because I like to eat, I wanted to do something for the season. So I was trying to figure out what that thing should be, and last year I did do a fall family home and I think something else. So I was like, what can one do? So I think this is the first series that I have on my channel. So I was just like, well, you have a monochrome series. What colors are normally with fall? And we have brown and orange and yellow and things like that. But to keep it, monochrome, I thought I would go with brown. And that is exactly what I did. And I absolutely love the way that this house turned out. I really entered this with no direction. I just had brown, but I called it Cinnamon No Spice because I wanted to do various shades of brown to give me a wider range of options, because I didn't know what CC I had available. I didn't really remember. So I allowed there to be brown, tan, cream, because my monochrome homes, I try to make them not gaudy. So the whole house isn't just one color. It's just primarily whatever the color is. And like I said, today's is brown. We're actually making some really good headway in this series. I have a couple others lined up for us as we enter into December, and I'm really excited about that. But we're talking about Cinnamon No Spice today. So like I said, this was created in the theme of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to talk about food in a little bit, but I did kind of want to just touch on the house. So as far as the outline or the floor plan, I got it from the website that I use all of the time, houseplans.com. And I will leave a link to it down below if I still have it. But I just wanted a I wanted a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house because, my typical setup in my house is 1 bedroom and an office. However, because I don't know what happened, but this ended up being 2 bedrooms and an office and 1 bathroom, and I'm actually not mad at it at all. I really like the shape of the house, and it's not too big and it's not too small. If you've been keeping up with me, I typically steer away from really big builds. It's just not one of my fortes. Typically I feel like I don't have enough CC and I start getting indecisive, and it just turns out to be an overall hot mess. So to avoid that, I stick with smaller builds, and that is exactly what I have today. I didn't really do much to the outside. I just jumped straight in. So I did the outline for this house really quickly. I'm sorry, the floor plan. I did it really quick. Typically it takes me like 30 minutes and I managed to do it in 14. And I was like, whoa, girl, look at you. So I did that. And then I did the wallpaper and flooring off camera. I found this really rich, like brown, almost purpley color. And I made the flooring white because the place is small, so I didn't want to go dark and kind of trap it in. And to also add more light and space, we have very large windows and there's mirrors all around. But again, if you keep up with my channel, I love using mirrors. So the entryway is what we start out with, the little hallway area. And I love it. Normally I put a bench, but this time I decided to do these 3 small poofs and just have them lie vertically or horizontally next to each other, just to switch it up a little bit. I wanted to do something different. I get tired of doing the same thing sometime, but I want to say KHD, but I don't know if that's true. Either way, it will be linked. And I use this theme of art throughout the entire house. I think it is so beautiful and stunning, and the quality of it is amazing, but just the richness of culture that you can see through those photos is what I absolutely love. I love learning about cultures and languages and just how other people live. So I try to, when I can, incorporate that in my builds and just in every other aspect of my life. Off from the hallway is an entrance to the office, but we end up doing that last. Different from what I normally do, I think. Sometimes, well, not necessarily, but after the main entryway, I continued down the hallway and went into the living room, kitchen, and the dining room. So there was a blank wall. I wasn't sure what to do, and I wanted to put this bookcase, which is by KHD. I love that it has gold I love that it has accents of gold because I think against such the dark wallpaper, it helped make it pop. And I did want to try to include some metal in this, but I didn't do it too much. I don't have a lot of those items. So I did struggle. I was on the struggle bus a little bit. I wasn't front seat behind the driver, but I was probably middle row, trying to figure out what to put on that bookcase because of where the slots are where you can place stuff. So, but either way, I think it came out nice. This house, I guess, airs more on the minimal side. Not really, no. It's about average, but it's not overly decorated, but it's also not bare. So again, if you keep up with me, unless it's intentional, I really don't like to put a whole bunch of furniture in my houses. That's also a reflection of how I like things in real life. We go into the living room. There are 3 doors along the wall that enter into the bedroom, the bathroom, and the other bedroom. I was going to make one of the entrances to the bathroom, but I thought if this was a real life house, that would be impractical, but it's okay because in the living room, we have enough space to place everything. So I used this fireplace that I never used before, and I really like it. I really enjoy the colorway that I chose. Adjacent to that, I ended up putting the TV by Harry and Felix Andre from their living room collection, the like Samsung photo like TV. And I was hesitant because typically I will align my TVs with a credenza, but I wanted to be different, you know, like 2 Chainz said, I'm different. So I did that and I like it. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I used that sofa that I used in there is one of my favorites because of just the look of it and the overall shape. I don't know. And I also used a matching armchair for once. I never do that. My armchairs and sofas are purposely different, but I was like, girl, you be doing too much. Let's just keep it as one. Put a little coffee table. I was unsure if I wanted to do that because of space. After that, we swivel into the kitchen, and that is the kitchen by Harry. I believe it is the brownstone kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. I was originally going to make it brown, but because the wallpaper was so dark, I decided to use a white kitchen, which I don't know if I've ever used a white kitchen outside of the White House white monochrome speed build. I don't know. I could be capping like a lid store, but I don't know. But either way, I decided to use a white kitchen. Very simple. I actually used full top cabinets around it. I did add shelving to the end, but it's quite interesting. So really quick, since we're in the kitchen, oh wait, I do want to talk about the dining room. So that dining table, who was it by? Cherry Sims, maybe? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't want to say the wrong creator, but it's cute. I mean, the fact that the legs of it are dark, but the top of it is marble. I'm gonna say marble. It's marble. I think it adds a very nice contrast to everything. Very modern and contemporary. I know sometimes the words are used interchangeably, but it just adds something. It adds a little bit of spice, like that Slap Your Mama seasoning that I have been on the hunt for and have yet to purchase. It just adds a bit of spice. So since we're talking about kitchen and Slap Your Mama, I just want to talk about food for a little bit on Thanksgiving. What y'all be eating? I want to know because you know, I'm looking forward to seeing the memes that are going to come up and people having to tell people to stop eating Thanksgiving food 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. But my favorite 2 dishes are definitely mac and cheese and candied yams. And listen, y'all, I'm lactose intolerant, but sometimes you can't let things in life stop you. So I'll be eating it. Yes, I understand that they made lactate pills, but let me tell y'all what happens. I see a pan of mac and cheese, and I know I'm not supposed to eat it, but the pan looks at me, and I look at the pan, and the pan be like, hey, and I be like, hey. So, you know, we just end up exchanging numbers, and my lactose intolerance starts laughing. But you know what? I don't care, because in the moment, I be living. Maybe in the next moment, you know, I'm going to regret that decision, but it's all about living in the now. So those are definitely my 2 favorite dishes, and apple pie with some dairy-free ice cream. And so peach cobbler and some sweet potato pie. I like all the other stuff too, like deviled eggs. I really love deviled eggs, but the mac and cheese and candied yam combination is top tier, okay? It's top 2 and it's not 2 because it's top tier. When you call it, you only refer to it with a 4-letter word, and we all know that's GOAT. So anyway, enough food talk. Let's get back into the speed build. So after I do all of this, I go into the main bedroom. I really was not sure what to do here. Like, I just wanted to keep it simple and on theme. And I will say, I think the main room that is off theme is the bathroom, which is typical for me. And outside of the living room, the other room that's on theme is definitely the office. I think the office is my favorite room next to the entryway, the office is definitely my favorite, but we will get there. So kept it really simple in the bedroom. I was not really, I was struggling. Again, I was middle row on the struggle bus. I just was like, you know what, let's just keep the bedding simple, make the walls dark. The walls were going to be two-tone, but I decided to make them all one-tone just to kind of keep some, what's the word? Some smoothness going around the room. And I do have this like built-in closet piece that I thought was cool. It was on the floor plan, unless I looked at the floor plan completely wrong, but I thought that was different. I never do that, so it was nice to break up such a flat wall. Above the bed, I do my typical 2 mirrors and artwork and all that fun stuff. So did that, slid into the bathroom. The bathroom is very simple. I like what I did above the tub by using the like the IKEA cube look-alike things. I kind of forget that I own those because they stick out really far, but I just thought the placement of the tub, these walls are on medium wall height, so it seemed appropriate and fitting. But hey, I wasn't mad at it. And yeah, section off the toilet per usual. I do like how the sink area ended up turning out. At first, it was looking very bare, so I just went in and sprinkled a little razzle-dazzle, and we got it all together. After that, we move on into the second bedroom, which this room I enjoy a lot. I used a desk that I didn't even know that I had. I do not recall downloading it, but boy, am I glad that I did. Originally, I was trying to use this other desk, but it stuck out way too far. So when I saw how flat against the wall this one was, I was very pleased. This room is just supposed to be like a typical anyone's room. It could be for a child. It could be for a teenager. I guess more so focused, you know, they like to read. I did fill up the bookcases. They have the desk, but to be a little bit different, and because I like these letters a lot, I just wrote out chill and LED lights. I was going to put it above the desk and say like game on, but that's a little bit cliche. I mean, chill is too, but I just thought having it above the bed was really cool because you do chill right there. There is a TV in the room above the desk, so next to the bed I did end up putting a couch so that you can watch TV, you could play the Xbox that's in there, the same Xbox that I have. If you watch my other gaming videos, hopefully I can get a PS5, but those things are like a wild goose chase. Like, it's like you need the golden ticket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but whatever. After that, we swivel on into the last room, which is the office, and I love the way that this came out. This is the only room that does have next to the bathroom, a very different wallpaper. This wallpaper is by Harry or Hey Harry, and I like the vibe that it gives. I use it in my bougie brownstone build because it gives, like, it's still modern, but just like a little touch of fancy, Victorian maybe, but I personally think it's great. So it's this really rich brown color, like true chocolate brown. And that is exactly what I wanted. But just, I didn't want that wallpaper around the whole house because, again, I did that already. Even though solid color is done all the time, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get the point. So because there was a little push out in the wall, I decided that this wouldn't be necessarily an office like how I may typically do, but just like a study room, a chill area, and it's definitely minimal in that. It's severely minimal. I put a desk in a corner, and then I put a computer on top. I have this sectional sofa that is really, really cool, really nice to chill out, and I wish I had one in real life. Put 2 bookcases on either side of the window. I decided to do that last minute because I thought it's an office and I don't have a bookcase. So yeah. And then just some artwork in between the photos on the wall. Very stunning. So yeah, if I remember to. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe and like and comment and let me know which room is your favorite. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, both now and in the future. I appreciate you highly, and I will see you in my next video.